Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Charity, and today I wanted to just talk about my student loan debt repayment plan. So I was not ready to talk about this, but seems like I'm not going to be able to get away from it. So last night I was going over my finances and my budget, and I noticed that I had my student loan payment that was going to be coming up in September for repayment. So I'm like, okay, that's something else I have to start adding to my budget. So I went online just to do some research, just to see what the outcome of everything with the repayment plan, if there was some changes or something else that, maybe an update. The last I heard from my lender, we were going back into repayment next month, and my student loan account is on automatic payment. So they automatically take the payment out every month on the 25th. So they've already contacted me about a month or two ago. I believe it was between a month and a half, 2 months ago. They contacted me just to make sure my information and my account information, banking information, everything was up to date. So, but I did see where there was maybe some talk about maybe extending it longer to where we don't have to pay our loans right now. However, for me, this has been going on for so long. It's so iffy about what's going to happen, if we're going to pay, if we don't have to pay, if they're going to forgive some, if they're not going to forgive. And I'm just at the point where I'm just ready to get rid of it. Excuse me. It's not one of my priority debts right now because I'm paying off my car and I'm trying to save for my home. However, I don't want my student loans to come in between me moving forward with purchasing a home or anything like that. So my payment each month is $250. From the last I checked, it was $250 that'll be coming out every month on the 25th starting next month. So like I said, you'll see that in my budget again. And even with them taking the payments out every month, I'm gonna just start adding to the account and try to pay this off. My goal is to be 100% debt free. I'm tired of dragging this debt around. My student loan debt has been around with me for a very long time. It started out back in 2000 when I was first kind of in and out of school, and then I've been in nursing school 3 different times. So I have a master's degree in nursing. So from LPN school to RN associates to BSN nursing to master's degree nursing. So yes, and before that, I went to school, some technical college training and stuff like that. So my student loan debt has followed me a long way. And in 2017, I mentioned before, I was on my debt-free journey and I paid off my other debts, but I had my student loan still, and I did pay down quite a bit during that time, trying to pay off my student loan. I had almost 80,000 in student loan debt at that time. I had about between 74 and $76,000. So I was able to knock that down a good bit. So I believe it was about between 74 and 76,000. And by the time I got done that year, not even a whole year, but within that year, I had brought it down to, it was under $30,000. However, once I slowed down from paying it, interest started occurring on it again. So it did occur a little bit more interest. I think I had paid it down to maybe like 36 or 37,000. And because of the pandemic and everything, when they put a stop on it, the interest stopped on it. So that's one of the reasons why my loan has not occurred any more interest since that time. However, my balance at this point is $39,903.17. So last night I was just up. Well, last night, probably after midnight or so, I was up and I just decided I have 9 accounts on my student loan accounts, under my student loan account, under this balance. So I wrote all my accounts out, and so I can see exactly how much I owed. And then I decided to put them in um, order, smallest to largest. So I'm basically going to be doing the debt snowball with my student loans. I'm just ready to be done with it. And even though, like I said, they'll be taking the 250 out every month, I'm just going to start with the smallest bill, and I'm just going to make whatever little payments I can make towards it, just so that I can just make some, you know, put a dent in this some kind of way. And then maybe I can redo the loan and they'll drop, so the payment can go down a little bit once I get the balance down, and then I can just continue to pay or just get it out the way. So the 250 over 9 accounts, the way it works is they take the 250 payment and they disperse it over 9 accounts. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to put a dent in the these accounts, and the interest is just going to continue to build up on them, and I'll end up still making payments forever. And if I make the minimum, and the loan is going to increase once the interest starts back being applied to the loan accounts. And I just can't let that happen. So if they do extend it, I'll be so excited. I'll be so happy, and I probably will put more effort into just going ahead on and paying it down more, because I just don't believe we're gonna get this debt wiped completely out. And $250 extra payment every month. I'm trying to get rid of debt so I don't have these extra payments when I move. So like I said, I need to get this kind of just out of my way. So if I can pay down, if I can even just pay the first account, the smallest account I have is $223.39. So I can go ahead and wipe that out, and then I'll just have the 8 accounts here, and then I'll start making payments towards the next smallest account, which will be $3,422.70. So like I said, I've done this before where I was just, throwing money at my student loans. Just right now, I don't know if I want to do that with the loan, because like I said, I want to pay off my car. I don't want to do too much too fast. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to work too much to where I'm just burnt out. I'm already at that point where I work too much, I feel like, as it is. So, but I just have goals set in my mind that within the next year, I just want to have my debt cleared. I want to buy me a home, and I just want to finally be able to relax and not have to work so much. Especially, I want to come off night shift. So my goal is the end of this year, when my contract ends December the 17th, is to come off night shift. And I don't plan on doing night shift again, you guys. Like, it just takes so much out of you. So I'm planning on coming back home, working from home again. I did enjoy working from home. So, and then I still can go do some other nursing things if I want, if I get tired of sitting at the desk or whatever. But I don't think I'm gonna get tired of sitting at the desk this time when I go back. So that's my goal for now, is to at least start making some small little payments towards the loan, just so that I can get rid of this loan. I know, there's people that have way more student loan than I have, and I know there's people that have way less student loans than I have. So I have seen a couple of videos recently where, there are people out there that's not waiting for this decision to be made. They're just paying off this debt. And then there's some folks like me who's kind of staggering a little bit just to see what's going to happen. But for right now, I'm just tired of dragging any of my debt with me and around for, so long. So student loan debt, I have 9 accounts, and I feel confident that I can knock this debt out as soon as possible without having to, work too much. My goal is I just don't want to have, a car note that's almost $600, student loan debt, $250 a month, credit card debt, which I pay roughly maybe about, I would say about maybe $450-$500 a month. So that's a lot of debt to pay when you're working, and it's just unnecessary, some of it, and I'm just ready to get rid of it. So I need to just go ahead and sit down and total up all my debt, give you guys a real true number, so you can see where I am. I'm very embarrassed about this because in 2017 going into 2018, I did the Dave Ramsey debt snowball and I paid off bills. I didn't have debt. The only thing I did have was the remaining balance on my student loan. I didn't have a car note. We had our home that I'm in now. We did have that, have our mortgage at the time. We still have a mortgage now, but we had the mortgage and my student loan, and everything was so much, it was so different just not having to pay a credit card bill, a car note, or other little things or whatever. My money was pretty much in my account and I could see it, and I was even able to help. I was able to help, my family and others more. Now I just feel like I'm not able to do that as much as I want. So that's another reason why I need to just buckle down. I'm almost to the point where you get that moment where you're tired, or what they say, sick and tired of being sick and tired. I've been there before, but now I'm sick and tired of being really sick and tired. And when your why is different, it changes the game. It changes everything. So I'm almost ready to just put a halt on saving for my home and just go ahead on and knock this out, or just suck it up and pick up an extra day or two a week at work to get this bill paid. So either way, even if I can just get it paid halfway down, but for me, once I start, I want to just finish it. Like, I'm just so pressed on not having any debt when I move. So yeah, so I'm just making decisions along the way, and things change along the way. So right now I may be focusing on one thing, and then it could change. It just depends on life and what's going on and how my situation is as far as moving and try to purchase a home, because I am going to be starting this process in a minute. And once I sit down with someone, they'll go over everything with me and let me know exactly where I need to focus. So looking forward to that. But in the meantime, this is what I'm doing. So you'll see this added to my budget. You might even see me starting to stuff my envelope. I mean, I could start doing this now, but I'm not going to, since I don't have to right this minute. So for August, I want to continue on what I've been doing as far as paying my debt and saving. And then I'll start working on this next month. But like I said, I can go ahead and start paying on this little small bill. I do have a student loan cash envelope that I can start stuffing just to help me save and pay some of this off. So yeah, that's it. And I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this whole student loan thing. Like, what do you think? If you have student loans out there, do you think we're gonna have to start paying them back? How do you feel about it? Are you working on paying on your loans? And for those who don't have student loans, congratulations. I'll be there at some point. But for right now, this is where I'm at. So I just want to give you guys a look at what I know. I talk about student loans and credit cards and my car in my videos, but I never gave a number on where I'm at with my student loans. So $39,000, almost $40,000, and I feel like it's doable. It's doable. I just need to stick to the plan and don't get stressed and don't overdo it. Just take my time and it'll get done. Just it's consistency is what matters, and a little bit goes a long way. And as long as I start somewhere, I know this will eventually come to an end, and who knows, I might have some funds to where I can just throw at this bill. And also with the changes with my home and everything, that may help. I just don't want to talk about that right now. But so right now I'm just focusing on me working my current income and how I can start working on paying off this debt. So that's it, you guys. Again, thank you for sticking around with me, chit-chatting with me, listening to me. Well, I guess I'm the one that's really chit-chatting, but listening to me chit-chat about my student loan debt and how I plan on paying this loan back and how I feel about this whole student loan debt situation. And if you are interested in following me, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed spending time with me and listening to me chit chat about my loans. So again, thank you everyone. I appreciate your support. I'm at over 200 subscribers right now. I am looking forward to reaching 500 and then continuing on to reach that 1,000 magic number. So I hope you guys will tune in with me in my next video. Until the next time, be safe and stay blessed. Thank you guys.